Hello, it's me, Dalia, and today I'm doing a live with you. I wanted to talk today about how to choose a real estate agent. Hopefully, you would choose me, of course. Many of you are in different locations where you're not close to me. I'm going to go over some things you should look for when looking for a real estate agent, how commissions are paid, and just share what it's like when you work with me if you choose to work with me. Also, if you are looking for an agent in your area and want me to help you do the homework, I could do that for you as well. So I'll be talking about that as well. Okay, so first, how do real estate agents get paid? Real estate agents get paid once keys are transferred. So when someone gets keys and when someone gives away the keys for a house. So it's until all of that is completed, you don't pay a real estate agent to talk to them, to set up an appointment, to talk about your situation, to um, look at listing your house. We don't get paid until the end. That's usually how it is for most real estate agents. Also, most real estate agents, when they're 4 years or under, need to work under what's called a broker. So, for example, I'm a real estate agent with Century 21 and Excellence Premier. Why? Because I'm a broker and I could be part of two brokerages, and I have the ability to start my own brokerage. But when I do my sales under those brokers, I get paid, and well, my broker gets paid, and then they give me my commission. There's a commission split. Apart from that, when a house is sold, let's say the person selling the house, the listing agent is the one that works with the seller to determine the commissions. So they come up with a contract, and in the contract, it states how much commissions the seller pays to the listing agent and also the buyer's agent. So if you look at here, I have a diagram on my screen. You could see there's a 6% commission fee, and then that commission fee is split between the buyer's agent and the listing agent. The listing agent gets one portion that goes to the broker, and then he gives a check or she gives a check to the seller's agent. The same for the buyer's agent. So that's there. So that's how commissions work. So in Southern California, it's very common that the seller pays for the commissions. When we were in a really hot market, everything's negotiable. There were sellers that were making the buyers pay for the commission or not giving any commission at all or very limited amount of commission. Now, if you're in California, buyers' commission are public knowledge. So you could go to any listing online and you'll see how much a buyer's agent will be paid. You won't be able to see how much a listing agent will be paid, but you can clearly see how much a buyer's agent is getting paid. Why is this public? There was a lawsuit saying that some people were not being shown homes when they had a very small commission, like 1 or less than 1%. So the California commissioner decided that this would be public knowledge. So now anybody can go see. Even in a previous sale, you could see how much a house is listed for. Okay. So that's almost something important if people want to know how much a person will get paid. Just remember, just because it says 1%, 2%, that does not mean that's how much your agent will be paid. There's an agreement between the buyer's agent, the listing agent with the broker that determines how much they actually get paid. Okay. So that's that. So that's how realtors get paid. And then the other question is how to pick an agent. Okay. Ultimately, I want you to pick me. Yay! But if you don't, and I could help you pick an agent, but I wanted to give you some guidelines. So I've heard people say, don't choose an agent that doesn't have more than 20 transactions, blah, 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 blah. Don't choose a part-time agent. I want to give you, in my opinion, what I would look for. Okay, number one, as a real estate agent, I would want them to actually own property. I want them to know what it's like to have a house. I want them to know what it's like to have to pay property taxes. house maintenance. I purchased my house when I was 23 years old, and it was a sacrifice. And I want someone to know the effort that it took to get a house. Some people don't care about that, but for me, that's really important. I'm also working on my commercial real estate license, and I'm in one transaction right now doing my commercial um, real estate. A commercial real estate sale, so I'm learning about that. I did my commercial real estate lease, so I learned that for myself, and I am in that space, so I kind of know. I'm learning the responsibilities that come along with a commercial real estate lease, the options that happen, what it's like to have to pay rent, and all these things are important when you are in the real estate process, because I feel that it shows that you not only know as an end user, as a professional, but also as an end user what it's like. So you're very in tune with things that can happen in real estate. So I think that's really important. Ask your real estate agent, do you own property? Do you rent property? What is your structure like? Or if you're helping someone, if someone's interested in doing an Airbnb or rental, how familiar are you with this? Do you have a business venture? Is this in this? Are you investing in real estate? I personally want something like that in a real estate agent. Maybe that's a personal question and they don't have to answer that question, but you can ask in a way that's, for example, what's your history in real estate? What's your real estate experience besides just being a real estate agent? Another thing to ask apart from that, is to see people's actual reviews. You say, can you show me some reviews, or of people that you've worked with, and what do they have to say about your work? So that's another thing to also purchase, to also look at. If someone's looking to purchase a home, you can say, can you show me testimonials from your buyers? Can I talk to your buyers? Another thing, if someone's selling a home, every realtor is going to show you a marketing plan. Oh, I do this, I do this. Okay, great. I actually want to see what you marketed for a previous home. If you're choosing a real estate agent to market your home, I want to see the videos you put out. I want to see that things that you would not just tell me, but show me what you've done for others. That's a question I would ask if you're listing your home. Another thing to know, very important in this type of market, because the real estate market is changing. A lot of you know that. It was a really hot market. It was an insane seller's market. Now it's become more of a buyer's market. And I want to tell you something. If you're a buyer, it's not easy. It's really hard to qualify to purchase a home. When you do qualify, if there are any hiccups, you have to find a real estate agent that's willing to problem solve and has a lot of different relationships with different mortgage brokers to help you get a solution, because there will be hiccups in the process. So you want to have someone that's a problem solver. I really think that's important. I've gained clients that have come with other real estate agents because they weren't able to get the solutions they needed. Okay, so I am going to point to this testimonial that I have here from a buyer. So let's see if I can make this bigger. So here's a client that came to me. They bought their first home. They went through about 3 other real estate buyers agents, and finally I was able to get them their home in December. So she said, she is simply amazing. She was always available to answer our questions anytime. Very professional, reliable, and trustworthy. Really open with the entire home buying process. I really work hard to educate people on the choices they have through the home buying process and give them options on what they should do to purchase a home and what are the options given their personal situation. Okay, that's how I strive to be. We were so glad and thankful to have her as our agent. After a few letdowns with other agents and on the verge of giving up, she was able to help us purchase our new home. She was a real blessing. So I personally, I'm very thankful for this review because it highlights some of the things that I try to do. Number 1, educate my buyers on the options they have. Number 2, look for solutions when hiccups come up. And different people have different situations. If you're self-employed, if you've changed jobs, if it's not just one person on the loan, or you have poor credit, things are going to come up in the home buying process. Even the type of house you get, sometimes if it's a new development and the builder's not cooperating on paperwork, there's just different things that happen in the home buying process. So you really want to have an agent that's a problem solver, that's going to give you options and educate you in the process. So that's something that I really like. I mean, I make all these videos. I was talking about this, blah, blah, blah. The point is not just to put out information, it's really to give people options of things that are out there. And that's what I strive for. So when you're choosing a real estate agent, look for someone like that. Look like someone that's constantly learning, that's out there, that's trying to give you solutions to problems as they come up. Because the home buying process is, number one, your biggest asset in your whole life. And number two, is the most prized possession that you have. And apart from that, you want to have someone that you feel like you want to keep the long-term relationship with. I have had agents that fired me. I was pissed, yeah. And you know what? I'm thankful they let me go, because I know that long-term wise, it wasn't going to work out. I always tell people that I see a real estate transaction as like I'm marrying these people and they're coming in my life for the long term. And it really is like that with me. When my clients purchase a home with me, I try to keep communication with them. They don't always answer me, but in the end, like maybe I send them a mail, a card. I like to keep in communication with my clients because I see real estate as a long-term game. I don't see things as a short-term game. And I know that because of my family and what we've been through. My parents came to the United States with nothing. They purchased their first home when I was 5. They started doing duplex, multifamily units and all that. And my family also invested in commercial real estate. And my dad did, and my mom did very well in that realm. And that's why I'm also looking into that, because I see that there's there's more to gain long-term in investing in commercial real estate. And that's what's piquing my interest with that. So basically, I understand that real estate have cycles. And yeah, we were in a hot market last year. Sellers were just getting all sorts of offers. Now real estate agents need to learn how to deal with a buyer's market. So if any of you have questions, you are thinking of listing your home, you're thinking of buying commercial residential real estate, I'm here for you. Please reach out. Remember, there's lots of sorts of real estate agents. So there's real estate agents that just dedicate on, buy real estate, a dental office, a car wash, a laundromat, multi-family units. So whatever type of purchase you want to make, if I cannot do it, I will find you an expert in that field. I have a network in your particular area, and we can find you someone for what you need. So if any of you need any of that, please do not hesitate to call. I'm here for you. I hope you're all having a wonderful year and you're all doing great. And a big hug to all of you, my friends. Take you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.